What's up, everybody? It's your boy Chris C. Pup Surratt. Bring you another edition of UFC Fight Review. Today, we'll be bringing you a quick review of UFC 296 with some fantastic fights from beginning to end, focusing on the couple of main event fights. So, let's jump straight into it if we can.
Crypto app down.
All right, so let's get this set up real quick here. Of course, we're going to start with the first fight between Josh Emmett and Bryce Mitchell. Now, Josh Emmett, well-known UFC fighter, been doing this for quite some time, trained quite a lot of fighters, does a lot of strength training, so he's a massive guy, very powerful. Always one of the big things they say about him, he has one of the widest backs in the UFC. Just a sensational fighter, does more training than fighting. But I think this bout with Bryce Mitchell is going to show us why. So let's check this out real quick.
On the world's leading crypto app,
First round, just the beginning of the first round, a couple of jabs, but we're just going to cut to the chase real quick. And
.com app now.
And you see Mitchell took the center.
Oh! That's what I'm talking about. That's why I love UFC. Oh my God. Did you see that? Dude start convulsing afterwards. It was one of the massive hits that we will see in the year 2023. Let's watch the aftermath a little bit. In fact, let's rewind it a little bit. I just want to see one more time.
And you see Mitchell took the center.
He is not us out. He's shaking. Shaking. Oh. When somebody gets knocked out to the point where they are convulsing, that's of course that's the scary stuff about fighting in the UFC. It's always crazy to see the body's reaction to getting hit like that. To see the convulsions. It was crazy. It was crazy. It was, you always get a little scared for the dude that gets hit, but that's what we watch it for. It's for the violence. So
He's having a seizure right now. Whoa! He walked in when Josh Emmett dropped a nuclear warhead on his head.
That's why he was so cautious.
Yes.
That's why he was backing up.
You have to be.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
crazy.
Josh Emmett brings to the table. It's what we were talking about.
Let's get up out of here. So let's check this knockout one more time, then we'll move on to the next match.
See this again. Look, Bryce is
Look at that. And the boy was hitting him in the ear. Can you see that? He just went all the way through and tore him up. Check it out.
moving in.
Ooh.
And I mean, it's picture.
Folded him.
Oh my God. Jeez.
And he just goes right into the shadow realm.
Into the shadow realm.
I mean, the twitching.
The shadow realm. Shout out to Team Fatty. Straight to the shadow realm.
Mitchell was told of the result, expressed his disappointment.
But it was horrific. Let's listen in real time.
Oh! Boy, I felt that. That shit crazy. All right, let's go on to the next fight. Next up was a cool little fight with one of my favorite fighters, Tony Ferguson. Been fighting for a long time. I always loved watching his fights. When he was on top of his game. Let's see, switch this over. when he was on top of his game and pretty much dominating the UFC. But of course, I continue to watch him. He's been on a massive, massive losing streak. I think he's lost like nine, well, including this one, probably be 9 fights in a row. But he was in there with Patty Pimbley. Patty is an up and coming fighter. Yeah, let's just jump into it real quick.
Not going to change.
Yeah. And of course, Tony always puts up a good fight. He lately in the losses that he's had, he's always been taken to the ground, dominated on the ground. He just doesn't have the stamina and agility that they used to have. And it was pretty much shown in this fight with Patty. He was tagging in the whole fight. Oh, 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 dang, dang. Oh man, come on, Tony.
He's trying to get up and he can't even get up, man. He still can't get up right now. Patty
Mitchell
was
was
good.
told.
Was it that he had surgery on?
It's the
Yeah,
right one.
Because the right one just buckled.
yeah.
He just threw a
And that's
kick.
another thing. I'm glad Tony and Joe, I mean, not Tony, I'm sorry, Joe Rogan and Daniel Cormier were talking about how, you know, Tony Ferguson's had a lot of injuries in his career as well. He's been fighting for quite some time. You could tell that he was having a problem stand up on some opportunities to stand up. But he put out a good fight. Went all 3 rounds, but Patty dominated and Patty won. It was a good fight for Patty. Of course, we always see good things coming for Patty. He should be able to get that title shot soon. But yeah, Tony Ferguson is on the decline of his career. I don't think this is his last fight. We'll see him, but hopefully he can get back. And yeah, let's real quick. We'll show you the end of this. Yeah, and you saw that. You could see that how he was limping on that one leg, and he stumbled a little bit on that leg, and that's when Patty jumped on his back.
Pimblett thinking submission, perhaps.
Yeah, that's what it's been pretty much. Um, once he gets on the ground, he starts to get dominated to pretty much every last couple of fights that I've seen him in. This has been the outcome. But love Tony Ferguson. Always loved his fights. Hopefully, not the last time we see him. Um, but good win by Patty. Good fight by Patty.
Ferguson gives up the back.
And hope to see great things from both of them. Hopefully, Tony can come back and get back into the ring and start winning again. All right, let's go on to the next fight. This makes me sad. I'm a big Tony Ferguson fan, so we're gonna skip on. All right, so I wanted to touch on this real quickly. UFC 297. Of course, we're gonna try to do another live show for that. But the main card is my man Strickland against Duplessis. And I want to touch on this really quickly because you know both of these gentlemen are I personally think that they're this fight is because they, of course, Strickland just got the belt from Israel Adesanya, and Duplessis is the gentleman that was talking crazy about Israel because he was from South Africa, they lived in New Zealand or something like that, and they were getting into a big haha, and then he won that fight, and Israel got into the ring, was talking super crazy because he was talking super crazy. So I was really looking forward to Israel Adesanya, Duplessis fight. Of course, that didn't happen. Strickland got in there. Didn't see Strickland losing to Israel, but he did. So next fight up is the main event for UFC 297. That's between Strickland and Duplessis. So both of them were at the fight, and they had a little interesting interaction. Check that out.
Dana White went over there with UFC security to restore order. Sean Strickland
We
was
got
then
that. Hold on, let's
escorted
check
out of
it
the
out.
arena. But see, sort of being
Here we go.
Strickland fires the gun. Duplessis dodges it.
Not a fan of Duplessis. He talks crazy shit. Strickland is just crazy, period. He's, just super crazy. But I'm appreciative he made the kids move out the way. He do what the whooping his ass, bro. Whooping his ass, bro. Talking all that shit, cuz.
That's kind of crazy.
Well, he told him,
Hey,
they say
I
the
thought it was
procedure
crazy.
is
They
behind
was
him,
fighting.
still kind of talking.
Strickland ain't.
Once Sean
Man,
turned
Strickland
his
is
back,
fucking crazy. And
Ronald knows
Duplessis
maybe
talk
Sean
shit.
Strickland
Motherfuckers
hurt
talk
him.
shit. Get their ass
But how
whooped,
about
period.
Sean Strickland, who is a psychopath, having the wherewithal
Oh,
to tell
man.
the kids to move before he
Yeah,
goes
that's
in there
what
and
I'm
brings
saying.
Duplessis?
Well,
Had the wherewithal to have the kids move before he jumped on him. There you go, Chuck Liddell.
Dude is crazy.
Yeah, he's out of his mind.
Crazy
He
stuff,
really is.
crazy stuff. So, cannot wait. Cannot wait to UFC 297. Cannot wait to see this Strickland Duplessis fight. Cannot wait to see whoever wins. Get that. Give Israel Adesanya that fade. So that's what we're looking forward to. All right. So next up, and of course, you guys know how I love a good name. We had to check out Stephen Wonderboy Thompson against Shavak Ramnakov. Undefeated, 18-0. All finishes against aged Wonder Boy. And then, of course, it happened as one would think. Check it out. Big fan. Of course, another big fan of Stephen Thompson, Wonder Boy. Great fights over his career. At the end of his career, pretty much as well. But, fan of his. Rachmaninoff is a super up and comer, undefeated. Just gonna get that belt, stay with the belt for a long time. That's what we can foresee in his future. Just an awesome fighter, just all around, on the ground, face to face, hand to hand. He's just a great UFC fighter. So let's watch a little bit.
Really good at sliding leaning his waist back and then sliding back.
Oh, good right hand from Rachmanov.
Yeah, Wonder Boy. He's
Holding
in a
him.
position here.
Yeah, he's just tagging it.
Rachmanov's doing wow, good balance by Wonder Boy.
I mean, he's such a great athlete. You can see it in the way that he bounces and moves, how quickly he can change angles and mix up his attack.
Well, really, Tyron Woodley had some of the best moments with him.
Well, he kept dropping him.
Yes.
Remember, Tyron was dropping him with his hands.
Yes.
But in terms of taking him down, it was always been so hard.
Man ends with first man to submit Wonder Boy Thompson.
18 finishes. No one has survived this man.
That very smart of Edwards.
That's crazy. And we can, 18 finishes. Just incredible numbers. We expect incredible things from him in the future. Maybe we can get somebody else with some power like Tyron Woodley to really test him. But Stephen, the Wonder Boy, was aged and just not prepared to throw the hands that need to be thrown to take Rachmaninoff off his perch. So great fight. Can't wait to see more from Rachmaninoff and wait to see Wonder Boy back at it again. All right, so the main event, my man Leon Edwards taking on Mr. Talk Shit himself, Colby Covington. Coming into a fight was a lot of shit talking. Donald Trump was there, so that was a big thing for Colby. He had on the pimp red suit with the Make America Great hat on. Leon just came in there about business because Covington had been talking crazy like he usually does. He had said something about Leon's father or parent, I try not to get involved in that kind of stuff unless it's crazy. But yeah, he been talking crazy about him, so no handshake. Leon just went in there and pretty much dominated from start to finish. There was a couple moments that Kobe had, but Leon was in there about business, wanted to show that he was can be dominant from top to bottom, and that's exactly what he did. So let's check out a couple moments from this.
Edwards to put him on his heels. Not allow for Covington to try to use the octagon side to take him down. That's where Kobe's really good at securing takedowns. When he gets you pushed back, and he can put 2 and 3 takedowns together with your back against the fence. But that answers the question. We wondered if Leon would be emotional.
We always knew it, Leon to be emotional with boy talking crazy about his family and you know coming into another title defense, and it's Kobe Covington. I mean, who can't get up for Kobe Covington? Dude is just he's just the guy that you look for when you want to shit on the UFC fighter, and he allows it. He just talks mad shit, talking mad shit about LeBron, who ain't even no UFC fighter. Leon, all the people he fight, he talks shit about, and especially if they black, because he kind of digs at the color barrier a little bit when he speaks, and everybody knows that to be true. So a cat like Leon Edwards, with all that's been said, is going to definitely get up for a fight like this because what I'm saying, you want to whoop this dude ass. You want to show that you can whoop this dude ass. You want to show that you can dominate this dude, and that's pretty much what he did. So let's check it out a little bit more.
Look at him right now. He looks the same. Very measured in his approach. Not overthrowing, not rushing anything.
Leon looks very measured. And Kobe is cautious, which is very unusual for him.
Yeah, there's a lot of back and forth. Kind of slow fight. No,
At all.
He's usually forward under pressure right away.
no massive action, but just tight movements, tight fighting all the way through, specifically from Leon. Kobe started going a little bit crazy at the end, trying to get some action, but it was kind of slow, methodical fight.
Leon again is staying in orthodox, and there he switched to southpaw temporarily.
You can tell come out, and it was bleeding very early on. There's a good shot.
He's in deep.
First real attempt by Covington. Edwards steps over. That's a big mistake by Leon. That's a mistake by Leon.
See, I thought that Kobe might have had him right here. He had him on his back for a little second. One of the few moments that Kobe was in the fight.
Watching the pro Covington crowd finally with reason to cheer. We'll see what he can do with his first takedown of the fight.
But jumped up, bam, boom. Put me on my back. Come here.
Edwards shoots. Good sprawl by Covington.
It seems like he's determined.
And that, my friends, was just a great night of UFC fighting from the great UFC team. They always put on a good show. I think that I've always loved how they pick the fighters. You can tell there's some background with them. That's why I think UFC 297 is going to be really interesting based on both gentlemen beating Israel Adesanya. I know that he's going to be in the building to check that out because I know he's going to want to smoke with whoever wins that fight. And that's what I'm going to be up for and waiting to see. And cannot wait to see one of the three kings get back in the ring because the three kings, Israel Adesanya, Usman, and Ngannou, they got to get their crowns back and be the three kings of UFC again. But I digress. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. I'm your boy, Chris C-Pup Surratt. This is UFC Fight Review. Check us out we're gonna do this every Wednesday after a UFC fight, and we are going to come with some more shows. We're going to be coming with the Card Concierge show pretty soon on Twisted Pup TV, and many more. So thanks for tuning in. Check us out, subscribe, hit the Cash App, and help us create a massive studio so we can do so many things with Twisted Pup TV. All right, and I'm your boy, Chris Surratt, and I'm out. Peace.